Ikigai is a Japanese concept that means a reason for being. This concept is what makes people's lives worth living. In this book, Hector Garcia and Francesc Miralles explore this concept and how it contributes to a long and happy life. To gain a deeper understanding of this occurrence, researchers in Ojimi, Okinawa, spoke with 100 of the island's centenarians and supercentenarians. What we think about, we bring about. Several research has come to the conclusion that stress is the key component that contributes to an accelerated aging process. The authors of this book believe that the concept of ikigai is a significant factor in both the extraordinarily high quality of life enjoyed by Japanese people and their exceptionally long life expectancy. Introduction. Ikigai. A mysterious word. The book's introduction lays the groundwork for the investigation of ikigai and its significance in Japanese culture. The author discusses his personal experience of living in Japan and how the culture and manner of life there captivated him. Although Japan is frequently thought of as a nation of invention and technology, the author emphasizes that it is also a nation with a strong regard for tradition and an emphasis on mindfulness and simplicity. The author observes that this cultural perspective has produced a special approach to health and well-being that places a premium on balance, harmony and purpose. Chapter 1. Ikigai. The art of staying young while growing old. The first chapter of the book introduces the concept of ikigai, which translates as a reason for being or a purpose in life in Japanese. Ikigai's origins and how it has been studied by researchers and philosophers over the years are further explored in the chapter. While there is no one-size-fits-all definition of ikigai, the author notes that it generally refers to the things that give our lives meaning and purpose. Ikigai has to be something you're good at, something that you love, something that the world needs, and something that you can be paid for. The author explains that while Japan is often associated with technology and innovation, it is also a country with a deep respect for tradition and a focus on simplicity and mindfulness. He notes that this cultural mindset has led to a unique approach to health and wellness, one that values balance, harmony, and purpose. The island of Okinawa holds the first place among the world's blue zones where the community practices moi, which is an informal group of people with common interests that look out for one another. They serve the community. Chapter 2. Anchaging secrets. Little things that add up to a long and happy life. The author reveals the secrets to living a long life in this chapter. 1. Younger body, active mind, because the mind and body are inextricably linked. Having a youthful mind motivates you to live a healthy lifestyle that will slow the aging process. We suffer from a lack of mental exercise because it causes our neurons and neural connections to deteriorate. 2. Eliminate long-term stress. The majority of health issues are caused by living in a constant state of stress. 3. A little stress is beneficial. Low levels of stress can be beneficial to our health. 4. Continue to be active. Sedentary behavior contributes to a variety of diseases. Make a few changes to your routine, such as walking to work, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, playing with children or pets, and being mindful. 5. Sleep between 9 and 10 hours per night. This is an important anti-aging tool because when we sleep, we produce melatonin, a powerful antioxidant that strengthens the immune system. 6. Maintain a positive attitude. Having a calm or stoic attitude toward life's challenges can help us stay young by reducing anxiety and stress and stabilizing behavior. Chapter 3. From logotherapy to ikigai. How to live longer and better by finding your purpose. Logotherapy assists you in discovering reasons to live. The author breaks down the procedure into 5 steps. 1. A person feels empty, frustrated, or anxious. 2. The therapist demonstrates to him that what he is experiencing is a desire to live a meaningful life. 3. The patient discovers the meaning of his life at that particular point in time. 4. The patient chooses whether to accept or reject his fate of his own free will. 5. His newfound enthusiasm for life aids him in overcoming obstacles and sorrows. The author also discusses Morita therapy, which was developed in Japan prior to logotherapy. In Japan, Shoma Morita developed his own purpose-centered therapy, because their feelings will change as a result of their actions. Morita therapy focuses on teaching patients to accept their emotions without trying to control them. Its fundamental principles are as follows. 1. Accept your feelings. 2. Carry out your responsibilities. 3. Determine your life's purpose. This relates to Ikigai in that both logotherapy and Morita therapy are based on a personal, one-of-a-kind experience that you can access without the help of therapists or spiritual retreats. The mission of discovering your Ikigai or existential fuel. Chapter 4, Find flow in everything you do. How to turn work and free time into spaces for growth. When you give yourself over to anything, you forget about the passage of time. Every second seems like an hour when you're doing something you really don't want to do. Flow refers to the state of engrossment one experiences when performing an activity one enjoys. According to Miralles and Miralles, flow is the experience of bliss, joy, inspiration, and flow that comes from being fully present in the moment. You need to go into a state of flow, have an ideal experience if you wish to live according to Ikigai. The author cites Owen Schaefer, a researcher at DePaul University, who lists knowing what to do as one of the conditions necessary to enter a state of flow. Having the requisite skill to accomplish the task. 1. Knowing what to do. 2. Knowing how to do it. 3. Knowing how well you are doing. 4. Knowing where to go where navigation is involved. The author provides us with 3 approaches to this. 1. Choose the challenging option but not too difficult. It's a challenge since it's within our capabilities, but yet a little bit of a reach. Our desire to persevere to the finish of a struggle is rooted in the pleasure we take in the sensation of mental and physical exertion. 2. Know what it is you're trying to accomplish and make it crystal clear. Whilst your journey may not be without twists and turns, keep in mind that you will reach your destination far sooner and more effectively than if you had followed a predetermined course. 3. Focus on what you're doing. While it may seem logical to perform multiple jobs at once in order to save time, studies have shown that this is actually not the case. It is also stated that our ability to transform mundane work into moments of microflow, into something we enjoy, is critical to our happiness, because we all have to complete such tasks. You can locate your Ikigai by engaging in pursuits that put you in a state of flow. Chapter 5. Master of Longevity. Words of wisdom from the longest living people in the world. The author interviewed supercentenarians, people who lived to be 110 years old or more in Okinawa, which has its own chapter. Miss Okokawa aged 117 years. Mar Capavilla aged 116 years. Jean Elman aged 122 years. Walter Bruning aged 114 years. And Alexander Mh aged 111 years were among the interviewees. Garcia also draws inspiration from elderly people who continue to carry the Ikigai torch rather than retiring. Chapter 6. Lessons from Japan's centenarians, traditions and proverbs for happiness and longevity. In this chapter, the author recounts his visit to Ojimi, Okinawa's capital, also known as the Village of Longevity, to interview the community's oldest members. They noticed the lack of traffic as soon as they arrived. Houses were strewn about the mountain and seascape. Ojimi residents have a vibrant social life centered on community centers. Volunteering is essential because everyone can contribute and feel like they are a part of the community. Celebrations and spirituality are an important part of village life and contribute to the happiness of the residents. The locals live an intense but relaxed lifestyle. They appeared to be preoccupied with important tasks, but went about their business calmly. The following were the most significant statements derived from the interviews. 1. Don't be concerned. 2. Develop good habits. 3. Maintain your friendships on a daily basis. 4. Live an unhurried life. 5. Be optimistic. Chapter 7. The Ikigai Diet. What the world's longest living people eat and drink. Okinawa was one of the most devastated areas of Japan during World War II. As a result of not only battlefield conflicts, but also hunger and a lack of resources after the war. However, as Okinawans recovered from the devastation, they became some of the country's longest living citizens. The following are the fundamentals of the Okinawa diet. 1. Consume a wide variety of foods, particularly vegetables. 2. Every day consume at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. 3. Grains are the foundation of the diet. Consume white rice on a daily basis. 4. Rarely eat sugar, and if you do, use cane sugar. They also follow the Japanese rule of Haratachibu, also known as the 80% rule. When you realize you're almost full but could eat a little more, just stop. You can make it easier by skipping dessert, reducing portion size, or fasting 1 or 2 days per week. Okinawans consume a variety of natural antioxidants, including tofu, miso, tuna, carrots, kombu, nori, and soy sprouts. Okinawans drink sanbinha, which is a mix of green tea and jasmine flowers. And they also drink the juice of shikuwasa, which is a citrus fruit that is used not only for juices but also in traditional dishes. Chapter 8. Gentle movements, longer life. Exercises from the East that promote health and longevity. People who move around the most are the ones who live the longest. Not the ones who work out the most. The people who live in Ojime are very active. They walk a lot, get up early, and work in their gardens. If you live in a city, it may be hard to move every day in a natural and healthy way because we tend to sit more. There are many Eastern practices that we can do at home to bring balance to our bodies, minds and souls. 1. Yoga. 2. Radio Taizo. 3. Sun Salutation. 4. Tai Kaigang Shiatsu. 5. Mindfulness of breath. Chapter 9. Resilience and wabi-sabi, how to face life's challenges without letting stress and worry age you. Ikigai teaches you to pursue your dreams no matter what, and to keep trying even when things don't go according to plan. This is toughness, to deal with life's ups and downs. Proper mental, physical, and emotional resilience training is necessary. The strength of resilient people comes from their adaptability. They are skilled at making adjustments in the face of change and setbacks. They focus on the variables they can influence and don't worry about the variables they cannot. Buddhism and Stoicism can help you develop emotional fortitude. Moreover, meditation can be beneficial since it allows us to become conscious of our emotions and desires and so liberate ourselves from them. By doing this, we can teach our thoughts to resist feelings of rage, envy, or resentment. Knowing which moment to live in is another essential skill for developing resilience. The moment is all there is. And it is the only thing we have control over, as both Buddhism and Stoicism provide as a reminder. Never should we lose sight of the fact that everything we own and everyone we care about will go at some point. Never forget that everything we own and everyone we love may one day vanish, but resist the need to be gloomy about it. Knowing that everything is temporary should not be depressing. Rather, it should inspire us to cherish the here and now and people around us. A Japanese idea known as wabi-sabi demonstrates the beauty of the world's impermanence, changeability, and transience. We should look for beauty in things that are defective or incomplete rather than trying to find it in things that are flawless. IKIGAI-The, which roughly translates as "this moment exists only now and won't come again," is a complementary Japanese idea. And finally, antifragility. Antifragility goes beyond resilience, whereas the former can withstand shocks and remain unchanged. The latter improves by doing the following 3 things. We can become antifragile. 1. Make redundant positions. Rely on multiple sources of income. 2. Make cautious bets in some situations while taking numerous tiny risks in others. Spend money on. 3. Do away with the things that weaken you. Improve your habits. We should not fear hardship in order to develop resilience in our life, because each setback presents a chance for improvement. If we adopt an antifragile mindset, we'll figure out a method to become stronger with each setback, improving our way of life and being resilient, centering on our Ikigai. Epilogue. Ikigai, the art of living. The author shares the work of Mitsuo Aida, one of the most important calligraphers and haikuists of the 20th century, as an example of a person that dedicated her life to the ikigai of communicating emotions with 17-syllable poems, using shadow calligraphy brush. Key highlights from the book. 1. Discover your ikigai. To discover your ikigai, you need to determine what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. The intersection of these 4 elements is your ikigai. It is something that gives you purpose and makes you want to wake up every morning. 2. Focus on the present moment. To find happiness and meaning in life, it is important to focus on the present moment. The author suggests meditating, taking walks in nature, and practicing mindfulness as ways to focus on the present moment and increase your sense of well-being. 3. Stay active and keep moving. Staying active and physically fit is important for a long and happy life. The authors suggest finding activities that you enjoy doing, such as hiking, swimming, or dancing, and making them a regular part of your life. 4. Cultivate strong social connections. Cultivating strong social connections is another key to a long and happy life. The author suggests spending time with family and friends, participating in community activities, and volunteering as ways to build and strengthen social connections. 5. Embrace lifelong learning. Embracing lifelong learning is important for mental health and well-being. The author suggests taking up a new hobby, learning a new language, or enrolling in a course as ways to keep your mind active and engaged. 6. Eat a healthy diet. Eating a healthy diet is important for physical health and longevity. The author suggests eating a plant-based diet, avoiding processed foods and sugary drinks, and incorporating traditional Japanese foods such as tofu and seaweed into your diet. 7. Find joy in small things. Finding joy in small things, such as a beautiful sunset, a good cup of coffee, or a kind word from a friend, can improve your overall sense of well-being and happiness. 8. Live with purpose. Living with purpose and a sense of meaning is one of the keys to a long and happy life. The author suggests setting goals and working towards them, helping others, and finding ways to make a positive impact on the world around you. Conclusion. Our ikigai is unique to each individual, but we all share the common goal of searching for meaning. Modern life can make it easy to lose this connection with distractions like money and success. To find our ikigai, we should follow our intuition and curiosity, doing things that bring us joy and fulfillment, whether big or small. There is no perfect strategy, but we should not worry too much about finding it. Ultimately, we should stay busy doing what we love, surrounded by people who love us. In short, these are the 10 rules of Ikigai. 1. Stay active, don't retire. 2. Take it slow. 3. Don't fill your stomach. 4. Surround yourself with good friends. 5. Get in shape for your next birthday. 6. Smile. 7. Reconnect with nature. 8. Give thanks. 9. Live in the moment. 10. Follow your Ikigai. Conclusion. Ikigai is a powerful concept that can help people find meaning and purpose in their lives. By focusing on the present moment, staying active, cultivating strong social connections, embracing lifelong learning, eating a healthy diet, finding joy in small things, and living with purpose and people, the Ikigai book is a great resource for anyone seeking to know how to live a fulfilled, long and serene life. The wording is clear, concise, and easy to understand. The primary takeaways from this book are how to live a better and happier life while also extending your lifespan.